KwaZulu-Natal Health MEC Nomagugu Simelane will brief the media today on the spread of COVID-19 in the province. KZN has been reporting some of the highest, or at least the bulk of coronavirus cases since December as tourists flocked to the coastline to celebrate the festive season. Now, several vaccine sites in eThekwini have been closed on public holidays because of low vaccination turnout. For more on this, we're joined by Karinda Jagmohan. Karinda, thank you so much for joining us. What can we expect to hear from the MEC later today?
Indeed, good morning to you. Well, the KZN Health MEC will be at Durban's Addington Hospital, where first she'll be doing a tour of the hospital, saying hello to the newborn babies that were born on Christmas Day. It's some of the traditional kind of media walkabouts that she does at this time of the year, or that someone in that position would do. But then at about 10 o'clock, she'll be briefing the media on, like you mentioned, the spread of COVID-19. KZN has seen quite a high number of COVID-19 cases since the start of December, especially because, this is a tourism hotspot. And what we've seen so far, for example, yesterday, is that KZN reported the bulk of the new cases. 26% of the new COVID cases reported just yesterday were from KZN. That was 4,815. And even over the past few days, we've seen cases reporting in the thousands, new cases. Now, as we see the numbers rise, this is believed to be because people who are in KZN that are perhaps celebrating the holidays may be in contact with others who have COVID-19 and are testing here. Therefore, the numbers are then coming from this province. But also, as you mentioned, we have a serious issue at this time of the year with the low number of vaccinations being conducted. In fact, during this time of the year, because beaches are usually filled with tourists, the Department of Health opened vaccination sites, pop-up vaccine sites at beaches. But we found last week that there were relatively low numbers, maybe, one or two in a matter of a week of vaccinations at these pop-up sites. So because of these low numbers, the eThekwini municipality and the KZN Health Department have decided to close these sites on public holidays. They believe that they're not going to see as much traffic there during this time, and also because we're seeing more healthcare workers being infected. In fact, at the last media briefing held by the health department in this province, they mentioned that the numbers of healthcare workers were increasing. This is putting pressure on our health systems, and now a core team has been formed to go to hospitals where now healthcare workers have to be in quarantine because they've been infected with COVID-19, and to ensure that the hospitals can continue with this core staff that will be trying to assist where possible. So today as well, over and above COVID-19 data, the Health MEC is expected to also provide a message about practicing safe sex and also the importance of sexual consent during this time. She mentioned just last week that the department usually sees a spike in the number of babies being born in September, believing this could be because of what is happening during this festive season. But more so, of course, for concern is the alarming rate at which teenagers are becoming sexually active, probably without the information they need to do this in a safe manner and to ensure that they are safe, in whatever areas they may be. So this is also some of the messages that we'll hear from the KZN Health Department, and that briefing will start just after about 10 o'clock.
All right, Karinda, thank you so much for that. We'll certainly keep an eye out for that presser slated for just after 10 a.m. Very interesting that KZN, being the epicenter, has opted to close down some of these vaccination sites. But as Karinda mentioned, issues around capacity, issues around low turnout certainly being the impetus for making that decision.